Hello students, today in this session we will do the properties of colloidal solution. At first, physical properties. Physical properties, it's clear colloidal solution is of heterogeneous nature, that is consists of two components, dispersion phase and dispersion medium. Component in excess, it is called dispersion medium, and component in less, it is called dispersion phase. There's a container. I filled it with water which acts as dispersion medium. To this I add silver particles. They act as dispersion phase. And this colloidal solution, it is called Erzirol. That is colloidal solution of silver in water. Number 2, stable nature. Colloidal solution is quite stable in nature. That is, their particles are in motion. They do not settle down at the bottom of container. They are in motion. Third, colloidal particles, they pass through ordinary filter paper because the size of the colloidal particles is less than the size of the pores of filter paper, but not through semi-permeable membrane. That's the first physical properties. Second, mechanical properties. Students, in mechanical properties, we will study Brownian moment, given by the scientist Robert Brown in 1827. Brownian moment, continuous zigzag motion of colloidal particles in colloidal solution. It is called Brownian moment. Continuous zigzag motion of colloidal particles in colloidal solution. Now, what is the cause of Brownian moment? In your board exams, question will be, what are Brownian moments and give its cause. It's clear, continuous zigzag movement of colloidal particles in colloidal solution. What is its cause? Friends, Brownian moment is due to collision of the molecules of dispersion medium with the particles of dispersion phase. Whenever I use the term DM, it means it is dispersion medium. Please write completely. Whenever I use the term dP, it is dispersion phase. It is due to collision of the molecules of dispersion medium, that's the water, with the particles of dispersion phase. When a molecule of dispersion medium collides with colloidal particle, it is displaced to one direction. Then another molecule strikes it, displacing it to another direction, and so on. And this zigzag motion, it is called Brownian moment. Due to collision of the molecules of dispersion medium, that's the background, students, containing water, which is dispersion medium. That's the particle of dispersion phase. Molecule of dispersion medium, that is entire background blue, collides with colloidal particle. It is displaced to one direction. Then here another molecule of dispersion medium, water, collides with it, displacing it to another direction, and so on. It is called Brownian moment. Again, what are Brownian moments? Give its cause. Zigzag motion of colloidal particles in colloidal solution. Its cause, zigzag motion, it means there is collision between the molecules of dispersion medium with the particles of dispersion phase. There's the second property, mechanical property, Brownian moment. After this, third, optical properties. Students, it's clear optics related to light. In it we will study Tyndall effect. At first I am going to clear, it is mentioned in NCERT clearly, Tyndall effect was first observed by the scientist Faraday. That's the question in veterinary last year. Name the scientist which observed Tyndall effect for the first time. One of the option was Tyndall. That's not the right option. The right option is it was first observed by Faraday, later studied in detail by Tyndall, so it is called Tyndall effect. It's clear, Tyndall effect, scattering of light by colloidal particles, as a result of which path of light becomes visible. Students, that's the source of light, that's the colloidal solution, having size 1 to 1000 nanometer, light, source of light. Now it strikes to the colloidal solution. It will be scattered. Scattering of light by colloidal particles, as a result of which path of light becomes visible. That's the scattered light, students. Scattered light. That's mentioned with blue pen. Scattering of light by collider particles, as a result of which path of light becomes visible. It is called Tyndall effect. When this light passes through collider solution, the path is visible. But if it passes through true solution, path is not visible. Because the particles of true solution, they are of very small size, less than 1 nanometer. They do not absorb the light, and hence how they can emit it. What is the cause of Tyndall effect? Again same. It is due to scattering of light. That is, collider particles first absorb the incident light and then a part of it is emitted by them. The same question, students. Why does sky appears blue? In a clear cloudless day, sky is blue. Why? Because molecules in the air scatter blue light from the sun more than red. Molecules in the air scatter blue light from the sun more than red. The scattered blue light reaches to our eyes and sky looks blue. Please do this question in your assignment. Why does sky appears blue? Molecules in the air scatter blue light from the sun more than red. The scattered blue light reaches to our eyes and sky looks blue. Students, when we look towards the sun at sunset, we saw orange and red colors. When we look towards the sun at sunset, we saw orange or red colors. Because at that time, blue light has been scattered and away from the line of the sight. That's the reason. At the time of sunset, we saw orange or red colors. Blue light has been scattered and away from the line of sight. In the same way, students, rainbow appears due to dispersion of light. Rainbow appears due to dispersion of light. Rainbow caused due to sunlight always appears in the section of the sky directly opposite to that of the sun. That's second property, Tyndall effect, and it is optical properties. Brownian movement was mechanical property. After this, next, students, electrical properties. Electrical properties. In electrical properties, it is mentioned the particles of dispersion phase, that is collider particles, possess charge, and the presence of charge is responsible for their stability. That's the confusing part, students. I am going to clear it. Origin of charge. It is due to selective absorption of ions. Origin of charge is due to selective absorption of ions. Please look here carefully. That's the test tube A containing potassium iodide. To this I add AgNO3. It's clear potassium iodide acts as dispersion medium and AgNO3 acts as dispersion phase. That's the test tube B containing AgNO3. To this I add potassium iodide. Now it's clear in test tube B, Ki is dispersion phase and AgNO3 is dispersion medium. So what will happen? AgNO3 undergo reaction with Ki. No matter what's the dispersion phase and dispersion medium, the reaction is common. AgNO3 plus Ki leads to the formation of insoluble PPT of AgI. Leads to the formation of insoluble precipitate of silver iodide plus KNO3. Now students, we have to mention the charge on test tube A and charge on test tube B. It's clear what happens. The PPT of AgI is formed. The precipitates of AgI are formed. AgI. Now it's clear, students, in test tube A, the dispersion medium is Ki. That is, it is in excess. Anything that is in excess that strikes on the surface, what will happen, students, in it? Iodide ions are absorbed on the surface, leads to the formation of its clear negatively charged collider solution. Iodide ions are absorbed on the surface and leads to the formation of negatively charged colloidal solution. Now students, comes to test tube B. Again it's clear, the insoluble PPT of AgI is formed. Please try to clear your concept. I am telling you the trick. PPT of AgI is formed. Students, in test tube B, AgNO3 is in excess. Anything that is in excess absorbs on the surface. That strike on the surface, what will happen students on this Ag positive ions? They are absorbed on the surface. Leads to the formation of positively charged colloidal solution. It's clear. At first it's negatively charged due to iodide ions. It is positively charged due to metal silver ions. Positively charged colloidal solution is formed. Now students, you can ask, why Ag positive ions strike, not nitrate ions? The basic trick is ions, common ions from dispersion medium, they are absorbed on the surface. It's clear in this case, the common ion is Ag. So they are absorbed on the surface, leads to a formation of positively charged colloidal solution. And in this case students, what is common with AgI? I negative. That absorbed on the surface and forms negatively charged colloidal solution. This is called electrophoresis. In electrical charge, we will study the property which is called electrophoresis. Please write the definition. The movement of colloidal particles under the influence of an electric field. Electro means electric field. Electrophoresis, that's the term also used in bio. Laboratory technique used to separate DNA, RNA or proteins based upon their charge. But in chemistry we say what is electrophoresis? Movement of colloidal particles under the influence of electric field. It's clear they carry either positive charge or negative charge. When we apply electrodes, if it is positively charged colloidal solution, all of them get accumulated near the negative rod. And vice versa, if it is negatively charged colloidal solution, all of them gets accumulated near the positive rod of the electrode. It is called electrophoresis, movement of colloidal particles under the influence of electric field. Now students, that's the question last time in your NEET exams. What is electrokinetics, or also called zeta potential? There was one question related to this topic, zeta potential students. Now it's clear. Colloidal solution students, when it is AgI, it absorbs from Ki iodide ions that are common with it, leads to the formation of negatively charged solution. The counter ions, K positive ions, they remain in the dispersion medium and provides an equal and opposite charge to the dispersion medium. Students, that's a negative charge colloidal solution is formed. In the same way, AgI, we add AgNO3 in excess. Dispersion medium was AgNO3, common is AgI, that is forms positively charged colloidal solution. Absorb silver ions. Now students, what is zeta potential? The counter ions will remain in the dispersion medium and provide an equal and opposite charge to the dispersion medium. Students, that's the formation of AgI solution, which may be positively charged or negative charged. It's clear it is negatively charged. It is called fixed layer. It is called fixed layer. Now this layer attracts the counter ions from the dispersion medium, that is K positive ions, and forms the second mobile layer. A potential difference is set up between these two layers. It is called zeta potential. So what happens in it? That is positively charged collider solution is formed. The counter ions remain in the solution. It forms fixed layer. Now this layer attracts the counter ions from the dispersion medium. What are the counter ions in it? Students, nitrate ion. Leads to the formation of second layer. That is your mobile layer. A potential difference is set up between these two layers. It is called zeta potential. Zeta potential, students, it gives an indication of the charge present on the particle surface, and it is responsible for the stability of the particles of collider solution. Zeta potential, it is the charge that develops at the interface between a solid surface and its liquid medium. Thank you.